Hello. I am. If you've been, where's the camera? There, right. If you have seen my post yesterday, you know this weekend I'm working on white flowers. Um, Forgive about my hair because I didn't plan to make a video today, but I know because the white flower it's one of the most difficult flower to paint on silk because silk dye doesn't have white dye, so that means we need to leave the white out. But then if we just purely leave it white, it will not be able to show the shadow. And then so I will show you in a minute on my other scarf. This is the one I worked yesterday. This one is on punch 5. So yeah, this one was a test from yesterday. And today I'm penning on Harbor Tie 8. It's a slightly thicker silk. So for the settings, I'm gonna show you here what I'm having. Switch the camera. I put my frame on top of the electricity dryer. So in that way, I can make when I paint, the silk will dry quicker. And as you can see now, before I'm shading this, and all the white flower doesn't appear very, how do I call that? I don't know. Just not very good. So this part I've finished. So you can see this like a very light green, kind of yellow and green to indicate where the darker part of the flower. So I gave it more layers like that. So this is one I'm already finished. So here I'm going to do this shading here to show you what I'm doing. First of all, I use 2 paint brushes. So this paint brush is just water or what's that? Or thinner for thinner for like clear, no color. And this one, it's a very light green. I put it in the middle of the flower. So to begin with, I will find the petal on the top. I white it. If I don't white it, wet. If I don't wet it first, the color will kind of dry, not in a very nice way. I can show you here. If I just go that, no, when it dries, it doesn't have the transform. It cannot just leave the edge there. So I will wet it with just the water brush. So I don't go to the right in the middle. I mean the start of that, because that would dilute my green. My green is very, very light already. So I just do the top. Oh, this design is very complicated. It's hard to find where is the background, where's the flower. But I just do this. I do just guessing. You can always go back and add a little bit of, if you think the middle is not dark enough. This shape is too complicated. I can't even think about talking. I'm just too busy figure out which is the background, which is the flower. So as you can see, I don't go the water pen. This is the water pen. It doesn't go to the end, the middle of the flower, because this green is very, very light. If you look at the white flower in your garden, and you realize like they're not pure white, it will always gonna be some green in the middle, kind of the shading, very, very light. Or sometimes it's pink maybe. So what is this? Is this a background or look like a leaf or something? I leave it for now. I go back to the middle when I finish all the petals. This one look like flower pot. So, okay. So again, we use the clear pen just to wet the silk to before and stop before the end of that shape. So in this way, the silk, the color will transform in a very gentle way. In case if you miss the beginning of this video, I'm painting on top, underneath the frame. It's electricity dryer. So now the silk is heated, it's warm. I can see the heat come through the heating, so it will kind of give it a better shape when will dry quicker, so we can keep the middle, the green in the place. You know, when the silk dry very slow, the color will be spread too evenly. We can't build that transforming effect. I used to use a hair dryer, but with a hair dryer I can only one hand hold the hair dryer and another hand paint, make it more difficult. So but today with this electricity dryer, close rake, is that what you call it? And it's free my both hand. And also with a hair dryer, I couldn't use it all the time, because if I paint a silk scarf, I take an hour, the hair dryer will be too hot, not very safe. Actually, excuse me, very simple. And when you use a brush, go with the direction where that petal grows. If you go that way, your brush go that way. If you go down, your brush go down. Don't do that. The vertical, horizontal. So it goes this way. When you follow the direction of the petal, it look more natural. By the way, I have my website up running now. It's a basic. Still have a lot of things need to add in there, but I start the blog in there to answer the most asked question, like what fabric I'm using, and what supply. So if you go to my website, find the blog, you will find the type of dye I'm using. I took photos, and so there's photos in there, the type of dye I'm using and the type of silk I'm using. So I only wrote three blog so far, but it's some useful information in there. So if you see like some petal, I paint them pink, like the background color, because for some design like this is too complicated and a lot of glitter outline, and then so when I paint the background, some of the dye, the background dye, just run in like that a little bit. So I just leave it there because when we paint a picture, the background color sometimes not sometimes, they always reflect to the object we are painting. So that's in all sorts of painting, like so. And if you have that problem, just don't panic. You can just keep going, and then when you finish working on everything, it just look like it's supposed to be there. Okay, have more. Now I'm just gonna put some green in the middle. And check if any part I'm missing. So it's a little but one thing good about Chinese paintbrush is it's absorb a lot of pen. So The one way to use is you can dip like 2 color at the same time. You can test it out because it's very long. It does like absorb a lot of dye. But then if I put some darker dye at the end and then lighter one in the front, so when the lighter one finished, and then it will automatically, I don't know how, absorb the darker one. So you can use one pen to create different shade. Paintbrush, not one pen. So I think that's I think that's everything. I don't know what's this. I will show you the whole scarf when I finish. This one. No, I think that it's not. Yeah. I think that's everything. Okay, let's have a look of the whole picture. Scarf. Here. Oh. I'm gonna take the camera down. So I will show you some detail in a minute. So all the white flowers. It look like this. And this is a tree trunk kind of as the background, because I think it will give a more structure. Okay, so that's it for today. I wish you have a nice weekend, and bye for now.